Welcome back to The Gloves Are Off. We're discussing wardrobe here on the set, so I'm relieved we could get back into dump and change here.
Kyle brought a shirt from the 1972 rugby team.
The 1972
rugby team.
Yeah. Rugby team. Okay.
I wish I could play rugby.
Maybe we'll talk a little football, if that's okay with you both.
Oh, football. Go ahead.
828, Gregg Marshall, Doug Barry, both heads are rolling for these Saskatchewan Roughriders. I know you're a big NFL fan, so I'm sorry I'm forcing you to talk about Canadian football.
Hey,
here.
I'm in Lloydminster in this Rough Rider country, so.
Riderville, yes. Okay, were you surprised to see the Gregg Marshall and Doug Barry both?
Well, I know the record isn't that good. I don't know exactly what it's like, but it'd be.
You only won one game.
Yeah,
good.
it'd be no different than if someone in Green Bay went, 1-7 as well. Anytime you're in a market like that, you're not doing well.
Okay, but then let me put you this way, Tapper, because obviously you're a new coach with the team, right?
Yeah.
Gregg Marshall coached 8 games.
Yep.
This guy was, shortlisted to get the head coaching job in Toronto when it came available when Andrus left. The guy's got unbelievable defensive coordinator records. He doesn't even make it past the bye week. Like, my point is, was it too soon?
Well, what's the excuse? If he's such a great coach and you coach in Saskatchewan where there's talent aplenty, what's the excuse?
That's the argument this season, though. The talent not being there.
But see, we don't get to hear the other side of the,
Yeah.
like some of the questions would be asked, okay, he's this great. Well, is he getting across to his players?
Yeah. Okay, how about this then? Taman comes out and says, because they, announced Ken Miller is going to take over, of course, Grandpa Miller, the big hero.
Oh, yeah.
Taman went on and said, most importantly, he knows how to win. If you're Gregg Marshall, is that not just the hand being slapped right in your face? Like, if Colonel said that about you, I mean, how do you take that?
He was referring to that he knows how to win and
No,
that Marshall didn't know how
Taman,
to win?
yes.
Well, yeah, that's
Come on.
That's salt in the wound, but
Right? Like just rubbing it in there?
ultimately, you don't take a high-profile job in the CFL like that and not have that kind of pressure. You have to perform.
Sure.
Like, I don't know, do a few fumble rooskies, figure something out, but you got to get more than one win.
Fumblerooskies.
It's an old
I
play
like
from the
that
70s.
one.
The old Fumblerooskies.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're going after my team, like Saskatchewan. It had to be. And you know what? It's the worst cliche in the
I
world.
thought Richie Hall would have gotten the boot first.
But Carly, you
Please
know
not
this to
in
be true.
Saskatchewan.
It's the worst cliche. Coaches are hired to be fired.
True.
If they're not getting the
Yeah.
job done, it's easier to fire one than it is to get rid of that whole football team.
You guys have lots of little, lingo today. I like it.
Well, Fumblerooski.
Fumblerooski. Okay.
Rooski Rama.
Let's move on. Pretty
Whatever.
embarrassing Edmonton Eskimos. This poor team. They get off to this unbelievable start, and now they've got 5 points in 2 games. That's all they can muster together. So, are there going to be more heads to roll? We're kind of
No.
Wasn't this the high-octane offense I heard you guys talking about
But they
on the
got
show
nobody
2
left.
weeks ago?
Everybody's hurt.
But
Everybody's gone.
it's, you know what, I use the example of is when I had a team in the East Coast Hockey League, I got this one great line. They had 72 points in 18 games. And I lost them all free agents to the American Hockey League. Then we started losing.
Yeah.
How do you replace, if you lose 1, 2, depending position-wise, you can make it work.
Mm-hmm.
You start losing 3, 4 key players out of your lineup, and I'm not an Edmonton Eskimo fan, sorry everyone, I'm a Saskatchewan Rough Rider fan, and they're getting their butts kicked.
We'll cut you and you'll bleed green.
But
No.
will they come back? I predict they'll make a late charge again.
Yeah.
Another loss coming for them pretty quick here.
You don't want to hear my comment because
You don't even watch CFL, so why would
No,
we talk
I
to you?
do, but here's the thing about the unfortunate part is CFL is so one-dimensional that you lose a quarterback, you lose a receiver.
Yeah.
You can't just exclusively run the ball or figure out other ways to score points. In the NFL, you have teams that are run-heavy, pass-heavy, and balanced. So
That's coming from the NFL
I
quarterback
was just gonna
coach's
say,
corner there.
Sheesh. Okay, let's move on. We'll go back to hockey.
Do
then.
they shave in the NFL? Because they
Oh
don't shave
my
in
gosh.
the AJHL.
no.
We'll see at the home opener if he's.
Oh, he'll be
shaved.
up.
Oh, he'll
Either
be
that'll
he'll
happen
be
or I'll be
featured.
shaving.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Him.
All right. Okay. Let's move on. Get back to hockey here. Research and development camp obviously just wrapped up. Gonna have some new changes implemented next season. So you got the net. You've got that new. I guess it's like a spring-loaded stanchion or whatever. Obviously with the Pacioretty Char incident that happened.
Good deal.
Good deal. You're happy with everything that will be implemented.
Well, you know what? I mean, I've played in that friggin' building since 1984, and that thing has still
it
been the
wasn't
same
even
place.
alive back
I
then.
know, and just think what I have to. Thanks very much.
I just had to stick that in.
Yeah, whatever. I remember 3 or 4 players going into that and how dangerous it was
Yeah.
every time. It's, I don't know, 30 years later, and they finally made up their mind to
Yeah.
put something into it to help the players.
Or you have?
Well,
obviously
we
you're
put
happy,
we
right?
put all this money into sticks and
Equipment.
skates and equipment.
Yeah.
Why it only makes sense that
Yeah.
you know, put the innovations into the area that they're playing in. Too many injuries. If you're not going to make the ice bigger, then you got to make the ice surface safer.
Okay, then my last question, I think we're getting close on time then. What about the icing rule that Burke wanted? You know, they're calling it like that bear hug rule. Do you think it's silly? I mean, would you want to see something like that?
They use it
implemented?
in minor hockey and it works. Like you know,
Yeah,
ref
but that's
gets some.
minor hockey.
Well, okay, to save a kid from breaking a neck, right?
Yeah.
It's no different than trying to save guys' ankles and legs.
It really is, because you know what? If they had had it way back when, and I'm sorry to go back to when I played, but you know what? When I went for an icing call, a guy's stick went underneath my skate, right before the boards, 10 feet. And I went in and snapped my ankle in half and had it, in half, and had pins put through it.
But do you think that bear hug thing? Like, do you think there is a place for it? Do you think it could?
Bear
Yeah.
hug.
Well, that's what they're called. That's what they
All it
nickname
is
the
is
bear hug
holding a
rule.
guy to make sure that when you're that close to the boards, you're not going in with as much force. So we talk about a respect
I just
level.
think it's gonna look weird.
I just don't think. I think it's. I disagree with it. I think players grow up. I mean, if
Okay.
you know it's icing, don't run the guy.
Then just get rid of the no touch. Then
All right. Well, we have to get rid of this segment. We have to move on. Brian's favorite game is next. Who am I? Stay tuned.
You got to go first. What are they?